Hello everyone. Today I decided I was going to work on the character that I've been questing on. I have a few things to turn in here in Aberdeen, and then I think I'm gonna make my way north and turn these in and then get these objectives up here. So this one I'm turning in when I went for the mushrooms in the cave. Do you have my mushrooms, Lunacy? Have you been to the cave? Many thanks, Lunacy. These mushrooms are fine specimens. And when you were at Cliff Spring Falls, did you find anything to confirm the warnings of the ancients? The ancients are wise, but I had hoped that this time they were wrong. Onu. Onu, an ancient of lore at the Grove of the Ancients, knows of your journey to Cliff Waterfalls and wishes to speak with you. The grove lies to the south, nestled near the mountains. The ancients are patient and wise, Lunacy, but if Onu seeks your counsel concerning what you saw in the falls, then I fear it is urgent. And this one, I don't remember what this, oh, I think this was when no, that was the tower. The fragments? Oh, this was from a Shell Aran, or a Metharan, or whatever the city was called. Well, it would seem that even though we know more about this crystal, oh no, it's from over here. Okay. More unanswered questions are a result. I'll take the information you've uncovered to the council here in Aberdeen. Perhaps they'll know a course of action to follow on this crystal. Well, that is, if there is one to be taken. For now, the threat remains far enough to our east to be out of harm's way. As for you, please have this. Consider it a reward for a job well done. Doesn't really matter which weapon I take, because it will be vendored. Oh, this one was upstairs. Did you find my gaffer jacks, Lunacy? Without my gaffer jacks, I can't tune my stintle pegs. I can't believe you found them. You must be the luckiest night elf in Kalimdor. Electropellers. We know you're lucky, but just how lucky are you, Lunacy? One night I was wandering the roads of Darkshore. I was looking for a good river or lake to try my new self-propelled exploding duck decoy, and I think I was a little tipsy because I passed out and awoke hours later in Aberdeen. My hair was singed and my bag of electropellers was gone. I must have dropped them in the water. I need those electropellers. Maybe you can fish them out of some lake or stream in Darkshore. Oh, it's right up there with the rest of them. Go figure. I like that they're all together though, a little less running around. Oh, it's over here. You have fought for Aberdeen with bravery and honor, Lunacy. In our war-torn lands, death and despair are common. Many will not rise to meet the challenge of life in our new home, choosing instead to hide in their homes or escape to more fortified lands of the Alliance. Thank you, Lunacy. Perhaps some day soon we shall fight alongside as comrades versus another foe. So, that was everything I can turn in here. Before I leave, though, I'm going to vendor those few pieces of gear that I got. Was it just the two? I guess so. I'm currently trying to um, look into possibly live streaming on YouTube just because it might be fun to kind of interact with chat maybe a little bit. I'm still a little on the fence about it, but it is an idea kind of floating around because I think I would do something other than just questing on those, like maybe raiding or PvP, stuff like that. Ooh, Briarthorn. I definitely need as much of that as I can get. Shalaran. Ah, to what could I possibly owe the exceedingly special honor of a night elf such as yourself as company? Truly, it says much of my current companions, with no offense to my hosts, the noble grells and satyrs, that your presence could be considered an improvement. But please, do not let my uncivil tongue drive you from the place. It has indeed been many years, decades even, since I had civil accompaniment. If I were to relate, if I were to relate the story of my life, I have no doubt it would surpass the limits of your patience. Let us say that mine has been a long and painful life, and this spectral form is perhaps the worst torment of all. I am held here by the means of magic. Though my words may seem disingenuous, I assure you I would be grateful beyond words if you would help me find the means of my imprisonment. A seal binds me by examining the earpieces of the sprites and grells. I may find a trace of it. So he wants me to acquire 8 grell earrings. I was kind of hoping that they would drop wool instead of linen, but they are pretty low level, so I'm not too surprised that it's just the linen dropping. I was kind of hoping for a better drop rate on the quest item. I might as well change into my boomkin form to help with some mana regen. Oh, hey, look, a rare spawn. And some bruiseweed over there. I don't think it'll be an upgrade. It's actually not like much more terrible than what I have right now. I can't imagine how long this would have taken me if I was level appropriate. Very helpful that I'm able to make my way through these mobs pretty quickly. Just a couple more. I should get a couple more by the time I circle back around. There we go. That was easy enough. It's a shame that I can't mount up in boomkin form. It automatically takes me out. Once I have the earrings, I will cast the spell to search for the whereabouts of the seal that binds me. For centuries, I have thought on the freedom destroying the seal would bring me. Perhaps those centuries have taken a toll upon my mind that I might never recover. Indeed, the grells of Bashalaran do not possess that which I am searching. However, they have come into contact with it recently. I would reckon that by your time, not mine, recent for me stretches into the veil of the past, almost another age. If the grells have come into close contact with the seal that binds my eternal prison, I suspect I know the cause. No doubt the seal has come into possession of the satyr that lead them. I feel strongly that this must be true lunacy. One of the satyr must surely possess it. If you can obtain it, you would bring me so close to passing the bars of my prison that tears would come up to my eyes. I think I'm gonna check down here first. Is it a guaranteed drop? No, it's not. There we go. The pillars of this shrine are as the bars of a prison to me, lunacy. No strength I still possess might break them, and no magic I wield might destroy them. For 1,000 years and more I have stared at them, wondering if at long last I outlived even the stone. Would I be free? Or would it be invisible bars that held me then? It it is hard for me to even believe that what I hold now is that which has held me for so long. Let us waste no time, lunacy. When the seal is destroyed, I might walk the forests of the earth freely again. It was the craft of one of the most powerful of the highborn that created the seal that formed my prison. In Ametharan, the ruins to the south, that are twin of these, persists even today an ancient flame, blue in color. In this flame, the seal could be destroyed. Be wary in the ruins, lunacy. So he wants me to go where I found Anaya, but I'm gonna head over here first since it's so close, and I do have a couple objectives up here as well. And it looks like a new quest for a beached sea creature. The remains of a giant thresher, much larger than the one you'd expect to find in Darkshore, lie beached on the coast of the Mist's Edge. How this creature came to be here is unknown. The group of murlocs that now feast off the carcass of it seem to be much too weak, even in large numbers, to have brought down the beast. While some of it has been picked clean, enough of it remains to take a sample for Gwyneth Blylegande in Aberdeen to study. That's the buzz box, because I did swim out and get my threshers when I was not recording. The machine's hatch is open, and it seems to wait expectantly for 3 thresher eyes to be placed inside. The buzzbox hums to life soon after you place the thresher eyes inside. This is a moment of static, or there is a moment of static before you hear a familiar tiny voice call out. Crawler wine is the best. Hick. What? Oh, you fixed it already. Wow, you're a fast one. Sho, would you like to fix another? You believe you hear a liquid being poured into a cup, followed by loud gulping sounds. He is quite a lush, I will say. The buzzbox gives a burst of static as you hear Whizbang begin to speak. The next buzz box is number 323. It's north of Aberdeen, but where's the ale? What? Oh, is on the road, so you shouldn't have trouble finding it near the bridge. Whiz-bang mumbles something incoherent before you hear a loud gulping sound. This one needs moonstalker fangs. 6 of them. I believe I saw some on my way over here. Let me grab the strangle kelp real quick. Because I will need that for alchemy. Of course, I think now I'm all gonna see are bears. I'm also gonna go do these. Collecting some samples. I feel like there are definitely probably moonstalkers hiding between the trees. Only one? Well, at least there's a briar thorn up here. And a whole lot of bears. A whole lot of them. Oh my god. Oop. Somebody's probably been in the area. I saw another one over here. A couple of them, it looks like. But I also want to grab this briar thorn as well. More. That's a bear. Let's hope this guy drops it. Or this one, so I don't have to keep looking for them. go. Dang. I was really hoping that one of them would have dropped something. There we go. Let's see, what do we have? Ah, the electropellers. I'm debating if I want to do the fishing off camera. I'm going to start by turning in the buzz box. Though you have yet to place the 6 Moonstalker fangs inside, you believe you hear the sounds of static and incoherent gnome ramblings coming from within. Could somebody else have fixed the machine already? The buzz box suddenly leaps into action, and you can hear the distinct sounds of teeth being ground to dust coming from within. So you made it. That's excellent news. So, why don't you move along? Oh, unless you want another job. Buzzbox 525. Over the boiling sounds and dripping sounds coming from the machine, you hear Whizbang's wavering voice call out. Next one's far south down the road. Shouldn't be hard to find. Just off the side, near the fence. I think I hid it in some bushes. Bushes. Hee hee hee. Yes, Buzzbox 525 takes grizzled scalps from those grizzled thistlebears. Boy, that's a mouthful. Grizzled, hee hee hee. You hear more gulping sounds as the machine cuts out. Then, suddenly, it bursts back to life. 4. Collect 4 grizzled scalps. So one's a river sample and one's the waterfall sample. Ooh, no! Well, I don't know if they count the same. Is it not the same? Hmm. I think they are. The principal source. Am I just not seeing it? Interesting. Oh, duh, I'm highlighted on it. Cliffs of Springs. Is that not what I just used? But it says I filled it. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little lost. See, it says 0 of 1 here, but when I mouse over it, it says 1 of 1. Does it want me to use it again at the top here? I'm very confused. Did I have to do it twice? Because it's showing that it's filled. That is so bizarre. What's this, to empty it? But it says by a cave mouth. I am super confused. Hmm. I might have to look into that. I think I'm gonna head over here and check out the beached creature, or another one, I should say. Also guarded by murlocs. Oh, with a rare one. I don't think they'll really drop anything that's worth my time. Because I can't really... I don't think they drop pets this early in World of Warcraft. Beached sea turtle. More sea turtle remains lie beached along the coastline. This particular set has an abandoned carriage attached to the turtle's shell. Perhaps this creature was driven to the shoreline by unknown beings rather than beaching itself, as some of the other remains suggested. Grey mist murlocs now make the remains of this creature their home, feasting off the carrion. In the carriage, you find a box with strange markings on it. Perhaps Gwyneth Bly Legende is in Aberdeen can make sense of it. Her name is so ridiculous. And there are a couple up here as well. Did not mean to bump the mic. I'm so sorry. Ooh, major oil is something I need. I'm definitely gonna pick that up. Wow, this one doesn't even have murlocs. Beached sea turtle. The skeletal remains of a sea turtle lie in the sand of the northern Darkshore beaches. The gray mist murlocs have either not found this carcass, or perhaps they have and are shying away from it for some unknown reason. Regardless, there is enough of the turtle left to take a sample back to Gwyneth Plagonde in Aberdeen for the Temple of the Moon to study. And there is one more quest up here that I think makes me find key fragments for this guy. More Mage Royal. It's a shame that only one dropped off of that. Gyromast's Retrieval. A pirate's life ain't an easy one, landlubber. It ain't all about plunderin' and booze. Alas, me ship be sunk just offshore thanks to them pesky Threshodons. What I'll be needing is me first mate back in working order. When I washed up on shore, the key for me first mate broke on the rocks and was pilfered by the beasts of Darkshore. Out of the corner of me eyes, I saw some of them ragin' crawlers, ferocious forest riders, and murloc rummaging through the wreckage. At least I got it off the Strider. I'll wait for him to run over to me and then kill him. Alright, that's the second piece. Oh yeah, the threshers. Oh no, the murlocs. my inventory is full. Um, there we go. Have you found me broke down key, landlubber? Avast ye scurvy sea dog, ye did it. Soon me first mate be back in working order, and them beasties won't know what hit 'em. Have you seen me first mate? Landlubber, he needs to find me first mate. Take this in key, puts it in his Gulliver, and bring him back here to serve the captain. I'm not quite sure what he just told me to do. The Murlocs and their chief ain't gonna be too happy once me first mate gets a hold of 'em. Where's the key? Oh, it was probably on the key ring. I forget that the key ring is a thing. I'll just do it like this. I don't want to run too far ahead of him and have to go back and start over. I don't know if that's what would happen. Hey, look who I found. Yar, ye be proving yourself to be more than a yellow sea dog, landlubber. The captain may promote ye to poop deck, swabby, if ye keep it if ye be keeping this up. I don't want to work on the poop deck. So I'm actually gonna hearth back. I'll probably do the fishing after I'm done recording and might look up that other quest to see what's going on with it. Oh, first, let me sell all my junk. It's a shame that I didn't get any wool cloth. I have so much stuff, so much silk cloth. It's literally filling my bank up, and I can't use it because I need to level up my first aid a little bit more by 7 more points. And in order for me to do that, I need more wool. Where did it go? Oh, duh, boiled clams I keep because the food buff. Perhaps one day we'll find a means to prevent these poor creatures from ending their lives needlessly on the coast of Darkshore. Until then, we must continue our research. Greetings, Lunacy. What news do you bring? That was a very weird transition there. Another discovery. Well done, Lunacy. These remains will be properly studied once they get to Darnassus. Please accept this small honorarium in exchange for the remains you have provided for our study. I suspect she's going to say some very similar dialogue for the other two. It is a pleasure to see you again, Lunacy. We are making great strides in uncovering the mystery of why majestic sea creatures beach themselves on the Dark Shore coastline. But with every question answered, 2 more are raised, it seems. Are you here to offer us more aid in our research? I have heard of the kinds of carriages found on the back of the turtle you found. Those I do believe are Naga carriages, used both in battle and in transportation of their supplies onto land. The markings on the box you found are of the Naga. This would explain their invasive presence in far northern Darkshore. I will send this box to Darnassus, along with the rest of your discoveries. This is for you. Thank you again for your assistance. Hello once again, Lunacy. Have you found any more beached creatures that the Temple of the Moon should know about? It is interesting that the Murlocs were not present at this site. We will keep this in mind as we study this creature's remains. Thank you for your effort, Lunacy. The Temple of the Moon would like for me to give you this as compensation for your time. I suppose I'll move these. Oh, that was the key to that guy's thing. I think I can get rid of it, right? Wasn't that to the first mate? I might have to look into that when I am done recording. Oh, I can get rid of those too. The Cliff Spring River. The pollution of the Cliff Spring River is but the start of an alarming trend here in Darkshore. The sample you provide will help us formalize a plan. A plan of attack, I am starting to suspect. It's no surprise how tainted this water is, but just look at how putrid it is becoming. It would seem that action is needed sooner than later, eh, Lunacy? To our east is Fellwood. It is the real source of this corruption, one that I have seen in times past. I predict this sample will confirm this. We might be able to enact a cure for it here, but in order to even try, we need assistance. When that time comes, Lunacy, I hope you will be able to give us the aid we need. The Blackwood Corrupted. We've learned... sorry if you could hear the chair. I'm trying to sit up a little bit. We've learned that a source of Furbolg corruption is from the Satyr. They hold sway via talismans that they channel magic through. If the Furbolg have a chance at salvation, we must lure out the Satyr Corruptor and take that talisman. Fill this bowl at our moonwell and take samples to the Furbolg's food from their northern camp. Mix them and place it near the bonfire by the river. Any Furbolgs who eat will become cleansed just long enough to lure out the Satyr Corruptor, who then you must slay. I think I'm gonna do that quest. Since it is up north. I really wish I could zoom in on the map to see where that quest supposedly is exactly. Because it was saying that I needed a cave mouth, and that wasn't a cave, but behind the waterfall. Oh, I never read this letter to Delgrin in Ashenvale. Master Delgrin, it is as you feared. Your theory about the Tower of Elthalax has proven true. A cult has gathered at the tower, with many warlocks amongst their number, including even a foul satyr. They call themselves the Cult of Darkstrand. I cannot imagine what vile purpose brings them together, but it worries me. Please forgive the terseness in which I have composed this missive, but danger lurks in the forest around me, and I can spare few words to describing the situation. I would deliver this message to you myself, but I fear to leave, lest I miss some event of great importance. Should you wish to know more of my observations on the Tower of Elthalax, the bearer of this message has provided no small amount of assistance to me, and I believe she can be trusted. How generous. I think I'm going to wait until I'm in the south, since there's so much more area for the Moonstalkers. Since I am close to the hour-long mark, though, I think I'm going to end the video and research these quests that I'm having issues with. Probably do them, and then at the start of my next video will be me turning them in. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!